Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. Hello, Iron Panther 235. I hope the other 234 Iron Panthers are okay. Um, we're gonna play some Vintage Story. Oh, it's nighttime. I think I'm not alone. I'm not alone. We got Mushroom 234, Frostran, and Mephansters all online. Incredible. It's the middle of the night though. That's not ideal. I hope everyone is doing well. I'm actually doing better today than I have been for a while, so that's quite nice. We got medium rift activity as well, so it's not even necessarily safe to be out and about. Hello there, everyone. I assume you can hear me on the stream. Let me know in the text chat on screen if you are watching/listening to the stream, so I know I don't have to also type. I got a new desk mat thing. Hold on a second. Ugh. I had this mouse pad. It's a bloody hand mouse pad. I like this brand. I like their aesthetic. And I was using that for a while, and I had like a towel under my keyboard, and then I realized like they make bigger ones. So I now have basically the exact same one with the same design, but it's much wider. And so now my keyboard is resting on that. And I would love to know if welcome here. If it works okay with the sound, like, can you hear me typing too loudly? Does it make lots of big clunkies? I also have a towel. This is very annoying. I also have a towel under the microphone. I don't have like an arm for the mic, unfortunately. Are you still alive? Alright, what did I get? I got some goodies there. Let's put them inside the house. Alright. I have plans for today. Big old plans. We're gonna do stuff. But I require daylight, actually. I wonder if everybody can hear me good? Sounds fine. Keyboard also has a nice low tone. I have had many complaints about the sound of my keyboard, and I understand. My old keyboard was super clunky and loud. This newer one is definitely better. Would it be possible, perhaps, to maybe do a quick sleep? Is everyone near a bed? Not the good bed, just the cheap bed, so that we can jump to the morning and get some light, so I don't have to be worried about drifters while I show off what I've been up to. I haven't played much. I've been having a heck of a time. Anyone who doesn't know, a couple months ago I caught COVID and sprained my ankle on the same day, and my ankle is still messed up, and doctors don't know why. I think I can finally say that I'm recovered from the COVID. The fatigue seems to have finally lifted. Today was the first day that I actually felt like I had some energy. Like, I did some chores. I went out and did an errand, and I didn't feel like I immediately needed to lie down, so that's a huge improvement, and I'm very happy about it. I had a migraine for a few days, but today is the first day where I feel like migraine's pretty much gone. Maybe just the slightest little hint of pressure behind my eyes, but it's on its way out. So I'm actually doing reasonably well today, I think. And today I also managed to get all the work done that I had to do today and tomorrow, which means I can take tomorrow off. And that means tomorrow I'm gonna try, now that I have my energy back, I'm gonna try to put my bed together. I've been sleeping on a mattress on the floor for years. I have a bed, it's just in boxes. I haven't been able to put it together. Who are we waiting on for sleep? Who are we waiting on? We're waiting on... Seems like everybody said yes. Maybe someone's just getting to a bed. If you can get it, well, actually, it's only gonna be a few hours now. 1:30 now. So we have some daylight. Our days last a pretty long time on this server. Although not long enough. We've got some new players on here, which is cool. It also does mean that I once again missed my chance to milk the sheep and make cheese, and I missed my chance. Last time I started building a pig barn, and I started breeding the pigs, hoping I could get some baby piglets, which are easier to herd. Someone not sleeping? Who's not sleeping? Who's not sleeping? Vansterus is sleeping. Rostran is sleeping. Is it the mushroom? Mushroom 234, come on. We mushrooms have to stick together. Oh no! Killed by a drifter. F's in the chat for Mushroom234. What a shame. You know what, at this point, it's probably only gonna be a few in-game hours anyway. Drifter gotcha. I'm so sorry. My condolences. We do keep our inventory when we die at least, but I think you lose some of your X skills experience or something. It may actually be worth just getting up now. I'm gonna get out of bed. It's all right. It's all right. I don't want anybody getting themselves killed trying to sleep into bed. I'll show off some things. And then when the sun comes up, we'll go outside. So okay, first thing I want to show, and I have to apologize for something to anyone who's been on the server lately. A while back, many folks will remember we had an issue with too many trees. The wild farming tree propagation settings were set way too high, and we wound up with so many trees and ferns and stuff that the whole server was lagging out and nobody was able to play. In order to deal with that, somebody at first tried to set it on fire, which was an understandable impulse, but I don't think they realized how aggressive the fire spread is. Still cleaning your base from that, I'm so sorry. Did not know it was going to do that when I updated that mod. It should be nerfed now. If anyone is still having problems with too much overgrowth, let me know. I can always just disable it entirely. Plenty of lumber now. Yes, that is the good news. Well, we didn't get the lumber from it at spawn. Somebody tried to set it on fire. It wound up burning a lot of important stuff at spawn. It was an understandable mistake. And so we rolled back the server, and I came in creative mode, and I flew around spawn in creative mode, just chopping down every tree. It took me like an hour in creative mode, and I think I went through 5 steel axes, because for some reason, when you use an axe to cut down a tree in creative mode, it still takes durability off of it. I don't know why. Clearing away the underbrush, the ferns and stuff has also been a long, slow process, but we're cutting it back bit by bit. It's getting better. Why was I telling you this? Yes, the reason I was saying is I hadn't played on the server for a while, because I've been recording my next 100 days video, and other people hadn't really been playing on the server because folks had gone back to school and work and stuff, and so people didn't have as much time to play. When I came in, and I believe this was in the stream last week, perhaps last week, all the soil was bone dry. We had this problem of soil bone dry, and it didn't rain the whole time. And I checked, if you jump into creative mode, which I can do, I own the server, it's mine, you can change the weather settings here. And we did once have the issue where I turned the rain off to take some screenshots, and then click this button that says override default values, and then I didn't reset it afterwards. And so the rain was just disabled for the entire server, which I didn't know would happen. I thought it was just like an aesthetic thing, that it just wouldn't rain for me. Excuse me. But no, rain was turned off on the whole server. So last stream, I checked this, and it override default values was turned off. So I was like, okay, it wasn't me this time. Turns out it was me, but I think I can't be fully blamed. I turned the rain off while I was cutting down the trees, just because it was getting in the way. I couldn't see very well. I just wanted to get it done as quickly as possible. I did uncheck override default values when I was done, but apparently if you have rain turned off completely, it's not enough to uncheck that box, and I should pass this on to Mr. Tyrone as well. I don't know if he realizes this. I had to recheck override default values, turn the rain back up so it started raining, and then uncheck override default values. And then the rain returned to normal and we have normal weather patterns again. So it was my fault, but I couldn't really have known that it was going to be like that when I said it that way. So apologies to everyone who's been like, why is everything so dry? Why is there no rain? Our rain is back. Your crop should stay watered if you're in a wet area. I have been busy, and I will show you outside once the sun comes up in a couple hours here. It is such a process to fix, thank you. It's very unintuitive. I don't think I can be blamed too harshly for not realizing that that's what I needed to do. Hi there. Hiya. How you doing? I don't feel like fighting and killing you right now. But yeah, at least I figured it out, so we should have normal rain once again. So, as I will show you once the sun is up, that's what I started to say. I'll also show you the pumpkin patch, the English is the language that I have spoken since birth. You can see on the map, pumpkins have grown. My pumpkin patch has worked. I'll show you that. I haven't harvested them because I wanted to show off first. There's also the pig pen down here. And I went in there and I got all the pigs pregnant at the end of last stream, thinking by next stream, maybe somebody will have been on the server enough that the pigs will have given birth, and I can chase the piglets into their new barn, which is still not complete. I went over there the other day, and not only had they had their babies, but the babies had all grown up. So there's still no babies. There was way too many pigs, so I went through with my trusty cleaver here. It's got 980 durability out of 1,123 durability. There were a lot of pigs. I very humanely and painlessly thwacked most of them, and the problem with that is I now have too much meat. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I also made 2 stacks of pemmican, which will last for ages. So that'll probably be my food source during these times when I can't really be on the server too often. So if folks need to grab a little bit of that, that's fine. But generally speaking, I would ask folks to leave that for me so that I know I have something in case I can't come on for a while and everything rots. But we got all of these stacks of red meat. And the raw red meat doesn't last that long. So we need to cook this up. I also made some charred red meat, which I think it looks like somebody grabbed it, which is fine. It was right here. So I tried charring some red meat. So if you can cook red meat into a meat stew, which is very nutritious but doesn't stay good for that long. You can hang it up to dry, but even that doesn't actually stay good for that long. I think it just increases the nutrition of it or something like that by fermenting it, or I don't know, something. You can bake it in the oven, or you can boil it in water, and then you'll get cooked red meat. That takes ages, and then it still doesn't last that long. However, if you char the red meat by cooking it in a campfire, that stuff lasts for so long before it will spoil. So I thought, we've got all this meat, there's no way I'm gonna find a use for all of it now. I mean, we could bake a bunch of pies or something, but the amount of pies I'd have to bake to use up all that is crazy. So I set up an area, almost 4 a.m. I think the sun will be coming up reasonably soon. Like, we are in October, so the days are getting shorter. I set up a spot, I'll show you on the map. It's right here. Set up a nice little spot. Who we got here? Oh, it's Mushroom234. Hello there. And I made a ton of charcoal. Actually, speaking of which, I jumped on earlier and set another batch going, which is probably done by now. I want to make sure we have tons of charcoal. That's all done. So the plan for today, plan 1, for starters, is we're going to have barbecue. Everyone's invited. I am going to stand over there. I'm going to make a whole bunch of campfires. I didn't have time to make like a pretty area for it because, you know, I don't have a lot of time in general. But everyone who's online is welcome to come and hang out at the barbecue. We will char the meat. If anyone wants to take fresh red meat for anything else, they are welcome to do so. I've got so much. And we'll char some red meat. If anyone wants to bring like booze or snacks, anything else that they've got on hand to share, that's fine, but no one is required to bring anything. Unfortunately, I don't have much of anything now because so much time has passed since I was actively playing. I've got some vinegar. It's got turnips in it. I don't even have... I had booze. The booze spoiled. That's how much time passed. Yeah, we got about a stack and a half. I'm going to leave this here for now because I've already got a bunch over there. But yeah, my booze rotted. That's how long I was gone. I've got some bottles of fine cider. They will not last long. Those are just like 1 sip each, I think. So someone, yeah, if you've got... who was that? Bethesda. So if you got some jugs of wine, that would be awesome. I could probably bring... I've got some syrup and some olive oil. No, not you. You. You empty? You're empty. Oh, but I can't... You can't pour directly from bottles into jugs. I can bring a little bit of this. Do I have an empty barrel? This one's empty. So this stuff is, yeah, fine cider. take some of that. Actually, that only holds 3. All right, I'll just take that much for now. Make a small house of spawn to sleep. Yes, absolutely. Everyone is welcome and encouraged to make a small house of spawn. Find an area that is open. I will show on the map here. I moved someone's house. Somebody had a sort of cube house made out of various types of cobblestone here. It was here, and I went in and I snipped it. Hey, Vaxis, how you doing? I snipped it out of here with creative mode tools, and I just dropped it over here. I had been planning for this to be the town square. I do not blame anyone for building here because I wasn't online for ages and I didn't mark it, so no one had any way of knowing that. But I have now put a sign down there, so this area right here with the trees on it is going to be the town square, so don't build there, please. But I think this area here is open across from the translocator depot. There's all this area over here, although it's a bit hilly. You might have to smooth it out a little bit. And yeah, all along this path here, I believe, is open. And I'm planning on using maybe like this much room around my little base here, and here's where the barns are going. But I think pretty much everywhere else is open. So if you want to find a spot, you go for it. Be wary that we have Sammy here preventing wolf and bear spawns for a certain radius, but sometimes wolves and bears will spawn up here and come down and give people grief over here. So this is maybe not the safest area unless we get another Sammy. Sammy being our night watchman, who, we just need gold to make more of those, so if anyone has spare gold, we need 1 gold plate per night watchman. Alright, I've got a bunch of building crap in my inventory here. I was working on the... I need to sort out my inventory. Oh, guys. Working on some stuff in here. Yeah, I don't need that. I don't even know why that's in my pocket. Jammer Bebber's online. Hey, Jammer Bebber. Oh, I'm sorry, folks. I've got the allergies and my nose is so itchy. I turned the heat on for the first time this year, and it's kicking all the dust into the air. Finally crawled out of the blanket nest, bed edition. Oh, yay, coffee. Is your coffee sorted out? I know you were having trouble with coffee for a while there. Is it fixed? I'm gonna get my meat. Get my meat. Oh, and I also need a ton of... Not this much, probably. I need a bunch of dry grass and a bunch of firewood. Start the fires. A bunch of that over here. That ought to do. It's probably more than I need, really. Actually, you know what? Let's keep these here. Washed a bunch of the bits. Ah. Yeah. Unfortunately, things usually do need to be washed sometimes. Which I think is stupid, and it shouldn't be that way. I'm sure what I got. Okay. I'm taking all of this meat. If anyone wants fresh red meat, grab it now. It is already, like, close to its expiration date here. I am gonna head over to the barbecue pavilion that I built. I did not bring a light. The sun's coming up soon. I also did not bring a torch. You know what? I'm gonna need that, actually. So let's... I will go back for a torch. Torch is gonna be important for lighting fires, yeah? Probably? Ugh. Yeah, I turned the heat on finally, and now all the dust that was built up on the radiators that I couldn't reach because it's like inside the radiators, you know? I wiped off the outside, but you can't do much about the inside, so it'll respond shortly. See you there. Hello there, Frost Wren. Oh, you got a torch as well. This is adorable. Thank you very much. I built this the other day instead of doing other things that I probably should have been doing. So I'm gonna start making some... Actually, I don't know if this, Oh no, the campfire should hold the fire, right? So it shouldn't spread. I was just thinking of it like, we got a lot of dried grass and charcoal around here. Ooh. There. Let's start with that. I'm gonna put a stack of meat in each one of these. Should have brought like a clay vessel or something. I can grab one. To put the meat that's not currently being cooked. Meat cooks kind of slowly. That's why I brought all this charcoal. It's gonna take quite a lot of fuel. But there's a big old pile of charcoal in the middle. My nose is so itchy. Thank you, Vexus. Rip to my sinuses indeed. Okay. I'm actually going to take the firewood back out. And replace that with charcoal. You need to make the fire. You need to have the firewood to start the fire, to build it. But you don't actually have to use it. You can take it back out immediately. And Frostwind, if you want to start lighting these, you'd be welcome to do that. Your wonderful torch. We're gonna have charred steaks for days. And these are gonna need more fuel than this. So, anyone who wants to help out, keep an eye on the fires and just add more charcoal when they start getting low. That would be awesome. I have more charcoal at home that I didn't bring, so there is more if it's needed. Alright, I'll help as well. Yay! Okay. So all of these should be sheltered from the rain. Awesome! We done it. Does anyone want some plain red meat? For your own cooking purposes, because once it's charred, you can't make stew or anything out of it. You want some frost red? Look at this. Stack of red meat for you. Mushroom? Look at this. Stack of red meat for you as well. There's 18 left. Mephasterus, that's yours if you want it. And I do have a jug of fine Lichet cider. Can I drink out of this? I can. Oh, you drink an entire liter, though, if you drink it out of the jug. Oh, that's... Alright, tell you what. Take a swig and pass it on. You brought cups? I don't have any more booze, so... Woo! And we can't take directly from jugs with cups, but I can grab an empty barrel if we need one. I'll do that, actually. Unfortunately, it's a limitation of the game. You left your vape and blanket mess. Oh no! Will it be lost amongst the blankets? Oh, by the way, wanted to show this. This is the milk that I got last time. Oop! Oh man, I'm really drunk. Sorry. Motion sickness warning. Just grab this barrel here. Jammer Beber, you can have some red meat too, and everybody is welcome to take as much as they want of this charred meat as it becomes charred. The charred meat will last a lot longer, so. But like I said, you can't make stew out of charred meat, so you just kind of gotta eat it. Get the smoke particles. Yay! All right, Mephasterus, here's a barrel. You want to pour any booze in there? Be transferred. How's everything going? Already running out. Thank you. Actually, if we want to conserve charcoal, we should wait until the temperature drops down before we add more. Jammer Beber. There you go. Minister of Coal. Minister. Oh, and I can take this down. I was just letting anyone know who happened to come upon this that it was for a purpose. Minister. How should the temperature be before adding? So, the red meat only needs 150 degrees to cook. So as long as the fire temperature is above 150, we actually don't need to add more fuel. It's a lot of fires to keep track of, though, so I'd say if you see it drop below, like, 300, 400, go ahead and throw another one on there. Cups of wine by the barrel. mean, I'm not gonna say no, am I? Fine red currant wine. Very nice. Thank you, sir. Thank you muchly. We got a proper barbecue going here. Oh, and I am not touching the mouse. This is what happens when you get drunk. It was in the blanket nest. You found it, I hope. Success. Oh, I also want to show. All right, I'm gonna leave you all in charge of this for a second. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna show what I did to the pigs. if it's still there. Oh gosh, I have to keep course correcting with the mouse because the drunkenness is causing me to drift. All right, you get drunk really fast in this game, but you also sober up really fast. So, fine. Come over here to where the pigs' temporary storage is. Still need to finish their home. This was always meant to be temporary. I may have taken out a few pigs, I guess, is what I'm saying. They're all pregnant again. I fed them all. I got them all pregnant again, but it'll be a while before they have their babies. I'm going to have to check in here like once a day or something during the week if I can, just to make sure that I catch the babies so that I can move them to the barn. Which is still not finished, but maybe I'll make progress on that after we have our party. Oh, and our pumpkins. Pumpkin patch. So these are all fully grown, but we actually got quite a few pumpkins. I don't think they'll rot or anything if I just leave them there, so I'll harvest them later and then replant. I think, actually... Check here. Cold resistant to -5. I don't think it'll even get that cold here. So I think, actually, we can probably grow pumpkins all winter in this warm area. But that actually is another thing that I wanted to do. Maybe not today, but certainly soon. We got people active on the server, which is awesome. And that means the time is passing quickly, right? So, my food keeps rotting, you know? Chamber Babber, I see you. You looking a little drunk. You a little unsteady on your feet there, friend? Let's check on these. That's fine. Oh, that one's going out. You want to keep an eye on the fire temperature, by the way, rather than the temperature of the food. The temperature of the food goes under a certain amount. It will stop cooking and reset. It's a big old barbecue. Look at this. Quite proud of the little structure I made, so you can get a better look at it. Look at that. Our little barbecue pavilion. But yeah, I can't remember whose house this was. If anyone remembers, let me know, and I'll make sure that they know. The house was moved for city planning reasons, and I left them a couple of years. Is a small payment for taking. Everything is still there though. It was literally copy pasted using the world edit tools, so definitely totally fine. Nothing will be lost. Well, you know what we need? I do believe we have some in here. From the last party we had. Let's see here. I think turn the music off, and I believe it's ambient. This is on. Everyone's favorite song. I'm not gonna sing along because I'm such a good singer, you know I'd get a copyright strike. That's a good excuse, right? If you can't hear it, turn up your ambient sound, everyone. If anyone else has any instruments, you can join me. Hey, thanks for following Coax117. I wish there was some kind of animation while I was playing. Is everyone loving the music? Hardcore remix. Alright. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. I feel like younger viewers might not get that reference. I don't know that this is a very good cover, actually. Using up all the charcoal already? I can actually go get a bunch of firewood. Alright. How's the weather? Still hot or nice and cool? You mean in real life? Here? I need to put this against a wall. I can put it against the charcoal. Okay. In real life, it has cooled off quite significantly. I actually have the heat on now. So yeah, we pretty much dropped from like 30 degrees down to like 18. More or less overnight. The way it usually goes. Alright, I think we are going to run out of firewood, or charcoal. So I'm going to go chop down the mightiest tree in the forest. I'm going to use an axe. It would be foolish to use anything else. Make some kind of fish or something. I don't know. I don't know why you even think of that. Severe storms, the likes of which I haven't seen in the past 150 years. My goodness. Oh, how are you feeling, by the way? You were saying you had gotten quite sick, didn't you? Are you doing better? You rested up? Have you had some chicken soup? You still got a fever, or... Basically fine? Alright, I'm glad to hear that. Glad to hear it. Being sick is the worst. I've been doing a lot of that lately. Alright, I'm gonna start stacking up firewood. Oh, X170 subscribed with Prime. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you indeed. That is a good reminder for me to let everyone know that I have a Patreon. If you're not aware. And I know some people prefer to do the Twitch subs. In part because they may have a free one if they have Prime and all that, and that's all fine and very appreciated. However, if you have $1 or so to spare and you want to play on the server, Patreon is the way to do that. And also, if you support me on Patreon, I get more from it. Just a little heads up for everyone. You can play on here with us. In fact, you are encouraged to do so. Some streamers moving to coffee takes less money than Twitch or Patreon. Coffee... Does it take less? I thought it was about the same as Patreon. In any case, Patreon just gives me a lot of tools that I like. So... And everyone that supported me is already on there, so... You know. I'm probably not going to move off of it. Actually, no, I can't use coffee. I'm remembering now why. Coffee is basically just a PayPal skin, which means when somebody donates to you on Coffee or subscribes to you on Coffee, they see your Patreon information. And Patreon does not let you hide your real name, legal name, or address. So if somebody wanted to dox me, all they would have to do is give me $1 on Patreon, and that would include using coffee, and they would get my full legal name and address. And I would honestly prefer not that. So Patreon doesn't do that because Patreon processes the money for you. Coffee's changing stuff up and slowly introducing same or better features as Patreon. Interesting. But yeah, if you... I tried... Because I used to have a PayPal donation thing because people were asking for one. And unfortunately, I discovered that everyone who sent me money through the PayPal donation got full legal name and address right there. So I took that down, and then I tried coffee, and then I quickly discovered that it's actually exactly the same. They do the exact same thing. They're just kind of like a middleman between you and PayPal. Whereas, again, Patreon, they actually are like a money processor, and so they are taking the money from people, processing it, and then passing it on, and it's not going directly into my PayPal account. So that was the reason that I wound up staying with Patreon. Yeah, the PayPal thing is a massive problem. They're also infamous for not respecting name change orders, court orders. So if you legally change your name and you have a court order and you send it to PayPal, they'll usually just be like, no, you can't change your name. And they'll keep using your old name. And there's really nothing you can do about it because, I mean, I guess if you have a lawyer, you could try to sue them. I have so much firewood. Firewood for days. Feel free to continue using the charcoal as well. I just realized that we were going to run out, so... Got redwood seeds. You know what I'm going to do with these redwood seeds? What I'm going to do with these redwood seeds is I'm going to throw them in a pit. We got enough redwoods! Sorry you all had to see that. So, yeah. But actually... Cool news about Patreon. They've done like a redesign, and I don't like some of the stuff they've changed. They've changed their post editor, and it is the buggiest, laggiest. Oh, you want the seeds? You can have the seeds, but for real, there's infinity redwoods over there to the east. Please feel free to cut down as many of them as you want, and you will get more seeds than you know what to do with. Do you need assistance? Is this person bothering you? There you go. You're very welcome. But yeah, I don't like the redesign for the editor and stuff like that for writing posts, because I write weekly posts for my patrons, keep everyone apprised of what I'm up to. However, one good thing that they did is they added a digital storefront thing where you can sell digital goods, like extra videos, images, you know, ebooks, whatever you want to do. And if people want to make a one-time donation, which sometimes people ask me if they can do, usually I send them to my itch page and like, well, just buy one of my games that is pay what you want, and you can just set whatever you want there. But now I'll be able to do that on Patreon. I need to actually set something up for that. I haven't had any time. But oh, Baxis, they actually did your name change on PayPal? Oh, congratulations. I'm glad to hear it. It feels like the kind of thing where if you had money and a lawyer, you could force them. But most people just don't have the resources for that. I'm so glad to hear they actually did it. Maybe they've gotten better about it, I don't know. It's been a while since I've heard of anyone trying. My PayPal account that I use, which I use for everything, that's how I get my Patreon money, and it's also how I get paid for my day job. And I have like a lot of different email addresses, and I have one email address which is like my real name. And I don't have that connected to my PayPal because my plan was, when I finally get my name legally changed, rather than go through the process of trying to get them to change it, I'll just make a new PayPal account and start over. Well, that's awesome, Vaxis. Congrats. I'm so glad they didn't, like, put you through a nightmare. I really need to get on that, by the way. I need to get that name changed. I'm pretty sure it's possible for me to do it now. I just have to, like, do it. Gotta look up what paperwork I need. I gotta make an appointment at the embassy so I can get papers notarized. I think I have all of the evidence and stuff that I need. I just have to do it. I even have a US bank account number now, so I can pay the fee for it. I think the only thing that's going to be difficult is you need to in the state where I'm going to be changing my name, you need to declare your name change in a local newspaper, which is a very archaic law. And I need to look into where to do that and how. But I'm sure it's doable. My father did say that he would help me, but I haven't been able to get in touch with him for a while, and I am getting a little concerned, because he watches a lot of Fox News, and it's entirely possible that he's decided he doesn't want to talk to me anymore, because of politics and gender stuff. I don't know. Wish me luck, folks. What else can I say? The bank was the real nightmare. Fascinating. Huh. Wax, yeah, it is a very typical requirement. It's an outdated one. The original reason for it was thank you, Frostram. The original reason for it was back in ye old times, they didn't want people to be able to change their names and then have nobody be able to check, so that they could, like, you know, go town to town selling snake oil and just change their name whenever they felt like it. So they wanted some kind of paper trail that the average person could easily see. These days we have the internet, and it's very easy to see who's changed their names and who hasn't, but they never got rid of that requirement. And apparently in many cases you can ask them to waive the requirement, and the judge usually will, but depending on the judge you get, if you ask them to waive that requirement, they may require you to come in person and explain why you want the requirement waived. And I'm in Europe, but I have to get my name changed in America. So, you know, not super convenient for going to a court date over there. So I'll just do the newspaper announcement. I don't care. Like, it's not like I need to hide it. I truly do not care who knows that I changed my name. It's just something that I have to figure out the paperwork for is all. Yeah, it's part of the I promise I'm not trying to evade the law, abandon my dependents, or dodge debt. Yeah. I think there was probably a time when that was a good requirement, but these days I think it's no longer useful. Look at how much charred red meat we've got here. And these are good for 51 days, even just out and about. Whereas, if you put them in a cellar, in a storage vessel, they'll last for, like, half a year, I think. It's good stuff. And therefore, we have the barbecue. Yeah, somebody poked me to do that. Lately, all of my brain energy and my battery powers have been going solely towards surviving the illnesses and the injuries and seeing so many doctors and catching up with a truly insane amount of day job work, which is paying really, really well. But I haven't had any bandwidth left for anything else. So hopefully things will settle down soon. I know for a fact, like, my personal deadline, I need to get it done by the end of next year, latest. Because depending on the outcome of the next election, it may not be possible anymore for me to change my name. And I want to make sure I get it done before then, just in case. I don't want to talk about scary future possibilities right now, but, you know. Oh, this one's done. Stack of red meat, all done. When the meat runs out, you don't have to put any more fuel in there, of course. Makes sense for way back when. Definitely still precedent for not wanting the public to announce it. Yeah. Usually, you can get them to waive that requirement. You just have to tell them why. So, you know, if it's like, I changed my gender, and I don't want everyone knowing that I'm trans necessarily, then usually they'll be like, yeah, okay, that's fine then. Depending on the judge, of course. The issue for me is I would have to go in person and explain that. And I don't have the time or the money or the energy to be hopping across the Atlantic Ocean just to ask a judge to, like, not make me tell everybody I'm changing my name. I'll just tell everybody. It's fine. I think we're about done, huh, folks? Ooh, we got a few more here. We are close to done. Doesn't sound like the greatest vacation. Yeah, no. I don't ever want to set foot on U.S. soil again if I could possibly manage it, to be perfectly honest. So, yeah, I need to take care of that soon. I need to, like, at the very least, just, like, open... Because my father's address is in Massachusetts, which is the state with maybe the easiest process, and you can do it all online. So I need to go online and find out what the requirements are and just get everything sorted out. So, yes. I think barbecue complete, folks. Everyone please take as much of this meat as you want. I'm just gonna leave firewood and charcoal. If people want to use this little pavilion for anything else, go for it. Or if you just want to grab some of the firewood or the charcoal for something, have at it. I literally just harvested all of this wood from, like, one tree or two trees, turned a bunch of it into charcoal, and feel free to take the extra booze. Thank you very much, Professors. Alright, this has been pretty successful. And it didn't take too long. We are less than halfway through the stream. It's so nice to have people online. Hey, folks. We're having a good time. Alright. So the other two things that I want to do, not necessarily both today, but two possible next things to do. Oh, by the way, please make sure all the meat does... It's not burning the whole stack of firewood there. Make sure all the meat does get taken. And whatever you're not going to eat, throw it in a cellar. So that it lasts longer. Stick some of the extra cooked meat in the in-basement. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you, Professor. That's a wonderful idea. Hey there, Saturday. We just had a great big old barbecue. You missed it. We cooked how many stacks of meat? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 stacks of red meat have been charred so that they will last. That's what we did as a group. Anything in the inn is generally considered public use for anyone who needs it. Yes, thank you for the reminder, Professors. Especially we've got some newbies. New folks, if you need anything. Oh, thank you. Actually, I'll throw this back in the, here. I can just... There we go. Oh no, it needs too high. Alright. Put this back in here. This is for public use, by the way, if anyone wants to grab the guitar at any point. The song files are on the server. So there's also a bunch of other instruments you can make and use, and they can play the same song together. If you want. I shut myself in. There we go. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Everyone go stash your meat away. So, I need to finish the pig barn. That's a thing that needs doing. We're not finished with it yet. Yeah, here, Saturday, I'll show you. We had some pigs. You could say maybe that there were even too many pigs, honestly. We now have fewer pigs. They're all pregnant, and soon there will be too many pigs again. I'm building a proper barn for them, but right now they're living in a temporary storage area with 3 lesbian sheep. The foxes all either escaped or died. Most of the bones have already despawned. This whole place was just pure bones on the ground. But I think all the sows are pregnant. We just had the lesbian sheep. They don't need no man. They will not be giving birth. So yeah, I wound up with too much meat and it was all gonna spoil too fast. So I could finish the pig barn, and the other thing that I keep starting to say and then forgetting is I wanted to make a food storage area somewhere cold. We are living in a warm biome. We started... I intentionally put spawn in a warm biome because I was tired of dealing with the snow when I was trying to build. So I found it's kind of like the cooler end of warm, but it does not snow here. It doesn't get properly cold, and as a result, our food spoils a little too quickly. I didn't put the game music back on because I was playing Wonderwall. I don't know if that's a good volume. Folks, let me know if that's a good volume. I don't even know if there's any music playing right now. We've got our teleporters. I don't know... Oh, my nose! Pro tip, if you're going to be streaming or recording, folks, and you're going to turn the heat on for the first time all year, wait until after you stream or record, because it's going to kick all the dust in the world up, and you're going to be rubbing and scratching your face the whole time. Yes, that is an issue as well, as Meth has pointed out. Most of the fruit trees that grow here, actually including all these apple trees I planted over here, they've been here for several in-game years now, and they will not bear fruit because it doesn't get cold enough for them to vernalize. So these are all still young apple trees. I think apple. Didn't I plant something besides apple over here? Apricot, also young. So I wanted to go north. I wanted to jump on a teleporter, and I think people have unlocked teleporters much further than I have, but I don't know if anyone online can unlock them for me. Citrines, pomelos, only trees that give fruit. Olives should give fruit here, mangoes should. Oh my goodness. I know that Lotheg's olive trees do give fruit here. What's the northernmost? I haven't been that far north, I don't think. I think that's the northernmost that I've been. I'm not sure if that's north enough to be cold enough. Has anyone unlocked a teleporter that's like in a cold area where it snows most or all of the year? Ugh. Finished the archives recently, congratulations. Slightly colder side of the temperate. Yeah, the previous server, we had snow like 3/4 of the year, and I was just like, stop. I don't want snow anymore. I just simply want to be able to build whatever time of year it is. Snow is pretty for a while, but then when you're trying to live with it, it's just like, go away. Let's see. I know Asturial and Son have done a lot of traveling. I know Brixton has done a lot of traveling. Neither of them are online. Is there anyone online who has a teleporter unlocked in a cold area? Getting on your nerves as well. When the developers of the game are complaining about the winter, folks, you know you're right. How's the volume? Is that? Yeah, too loud, huh? Let me know, folks. You know the drill. Let me see what we got for translocators. Got south, northeast. That's fairly distant. Don't think I've used that one yet. I don't even have a light with me. It's gonna get dark, isn't it? Just gonna see where this is. I don't think I've been here. Where are we? I have been here, clearly. And in fact, I have marked all kinds of things. Wonder how far north we need to go for it to be like snowy all year round. Places. Oh, somebody. Look at this. Somebody made a nice ladder up. Go check it out. Look at that. Fancy. Fancy and schmancy. You know that snow I'm at exactly 4th of April. Yeah, I don't know how exactly all the code works, but I do remember when I was recording my first 100 days video, there were days when the temperature was above... No, the temperature was well below freezing, I think. Temperature here, -7 right now. Really, my ideal situation would be you come up and there's like a glacier. Is there a way up here? I doomed myself. I may have doomed myself. We parkour this? Ha! Parkour! Basically, I want to make a fridge. I want to make a frozen area pantry for everyone to share. Maybe I should wait until next week and I can see if I can get Asturial on to help me unlock. Because I'm pretty sure they've got... back. I'm pretty sure they've got much more distant teleporters unlocked. We cheese it a little bit, Saturday, because we've got so many mods on here. So we've got the teleportation network, and also this building. It was here when we opened the server. I had some patrons help me build it. I don't remember. So it was full of translocators, so that we would they were not repaired, but it would give everyone a project of once the translocators are repaired, we have lots of teleport nodes all over the place, and then we have the teleportation network, where you can actually choose your destination from any one of them. But I don't have that many unlocked because I haven't been playing enough. So I think maybe what I should do for today is work on that barn. Get all the firewood. That was fun. I'm glad all that meat... Usually I get a ton of meat like that and it just rots. I'm always like, people can take as much as they want, but, you know, who's gonna come all the way over here just to get some meat? Now it's gonna get used. Nice and smoky. Now you gotta go prepare your son for school. Oh, it was nice to talk to you too. Thank you for stopping by. Hope your son has a good day at school tomorrow. Oh, I should put my torch back. Alright, so, I needed glass, and I did make some glass last week. Set that going. I think I also need a ton of slate, right? I'm gonna need more glass than that. I think I'm actually gonna need a ton more fire clay bricks as well, and I don't think I have any more fire clay. Bye! Let's go... Excuse me. Who are you? Just a wild pig? What are you doing here? This is a civilized location. You gotta go too, Mushroom234? Well, thank you for hanging out. I'm glad you can make it for a little while. Have a good rest of your Sunday. Sunday? Yes. Sunday is the day of the week. That is today. Pretty sure. I should have grabbed a lantern. That's fine. I'll get one in a minute. You can all just strain your eyes till then. Actually, I didn't need that much more here. I am gonna need more glass for the roof. We're not there yet. The next thing I need is, I believe, a whole bunch of slate cobblestone? Shale cobblestone. I think we have shale right underneath us. So I can go a-mining. A-mining I will go. Actually, we've been going for an hour. Ugh. I'll give you a better view than this. It's special drink time. I did get a new interesting drink for this week. And unlike my usual drinks, this one is actually alcoholic. It is not strong. There's not a lot of alcohol in there, and I think there's a ton of sugar in it. So this is probably you know, just a liquid just a hangover waiting to happen. Oh, maybe not. Carbonated water. I'm translating from Czech here. Carbonated water. Apple wine, some cider, I guess. Aroma. Okay, there's actually no added sugar in this. So this is called Bliss Alcoholic Sparkling Water. And it is mandarin ginger flavored. And I thought that sounded delightful. And look at the nice can. Isn't that nice? This is not a local product. I got this from the import store. So this is from Iceland. Now that's a first for me. I do not believe I've ever had a drink from Iceland. Oh. Excuse me, I'm sorry. What's going on over here? That's the pig. Pig, you need to get out of there. I might have to take care of that pig, if you know what I mean. Make it a nice meal. Alright. Can opening sound incoming. Watch your ears. Move it away from the microphone. Always loud. It is bubbly. It smells quite nice, actually. Since there's no added sugar, for once I will not be overwhelmed with too much sweet. Got my vintage story mug. Pour that in there. It is transparent. Nothing fancy to see. It is very fizzy. It's very rare that I have an alcohol on stream. But I had a good day today. I wanted to do something special. That is interesting. It actually tastes more like mineral water than anything else. And I feel like the ginger flavor is the strongest of the flavors. Huh. Usually when you have a drink like this, it's really sweet. Which I don't like when it's too sweet, so I do prefer this. But it's very mild overall. Like it tastes like you took like a fruit-flavored carbonated alcoholic beverage and just added like 300% more water to it. It doesn't taste bad. It just sort of doesn't taste like much. And it certainly doesn't taste like alcohol. It's actually quite surprising to me that there's apparently alcohol in there. Hopping off a server to grab lunch. Oh, sorry I missed you there, Meth. Still, okay, gonna watch while you're eating. Cool, so you're still there. New special drink vinegar. I got plenty of vinegar. I don't think you can drink it directly. I don't think the game will allow it. Alright, I need to dig up a whole bunch of... Oh gosh, it was shale, right? Yeah, it was shale. I have closed up the mine that I was using. But I can open a new one. We've got medium rift activity. Don't want to deal with drifters. So what I might do is grab some ladders. Scratch my nose a little bit more. You can never get enough of me scratching my nose, right? I'm pretty sure I've got ladders somewhere. If not, I can make some. And I'm just gonna fence off an area to make sure that the drifters don't drop down and give me a surprise hello. And I'm gonna mine out a ton of shale. Anyone see any ladders? Am I ladderless? Oh my goodness gracious. I'm so ashamed. I'm a man without ladders. That's probably enough, right? And I'm gonna need my lantern. I'll even put it in my offhand like the pros do. Man, this charred meat doesn't give you all that much nutrition. I suppose it's alright though, so I'm gonna erect a temporary barrier here. Oops. Oh. This is an issue. I think they can probably get through there, huh? You know what? There we go. Can't get through there. I don't want to rip up my berries though. Can they get through here? Yeah, they can definitely get through there. Alright. I'll replant these later. I don't want to deal with those jerks, you know? I'm gonna eat these berries because they're delicious. And then we don't have soil instability on. I'm sure everybody's happy about. We'll go. And I got my toggle. Now I have an X skills perk, which causes the full blocks to have a small chance to drop even when you're just mining normally, so I'm not going to bother quarrying. And in any case, I need cobblestone, so I don't need the full blocks anyway. I'm sure I'll have a use for the full blocks, but I don't immediately need the full blocks. Right now what I need is just the stones. So... either. I didn't plan this out very meticulously. I'm just gonna dig out a bunch of this shale. This is the content you all came here to see, right? Now you're in this chat. Hey there, man. You did it. You made it. You found the other chat. Congrats, man. I'm so proud of you. It's really quite a thin layer of shale we have here. 3 blocks thick. And if I go too far in this direction, I'm gonna break into my previous quarry, which is just so full of drifters. We don't really want that, ideally. Alright, how much is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep going, we'll go a little more. Oh, these button toggles are a miracle. I love them. I love them. I'm not holding down no buttons right now, folks. I got a toggle. Oh. Speaking of which. Maybe just cover that up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Almost 6. I feel like that's probably enough, actually. But I'm bad at numbers. I'm gonna get a couple more stacks. I'm sure I'll find a use for them. Eventually. This is the good stuff right here. This is what all the big content creators do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I make a full 8 stacks, I feel like that's a nice round number. And then we'll have a little left over, I'm sure. There we go. Yeah, we're good. Alright, where's the ladder? There it is. Hup. Now, this is definitely going to become home to a million drifters. So, I'm just going to cover it up. I don't need those ladders. Maybe I'll make this area like a proper mine at some point. I don't really have a designation for it yet. I smoothed it out, I flattened it out, covered up all the holes. I've not decided what to do with it. It's only 8 p.m. Who's still online? Me, Gemma, Beber, and Frostren. Folks who are online, are we able to maybe just sleep through to the morning? So that I can go work on the barn without fighting off a bunch of jerks. Oh, it's calm, actually. You know what? I can actually work in the dark then. That's fine. Never mind. If folks want to sleep, we can. We can sleep. I'll jump in bed. Might be better for everybody to have some daylight. What a weird drink. Now that is a weird drink. You got pies to make? You prefer not to sleep then? Is that what that means? That would be fine. Alright, Frost Run, we're gonna stay up. We have Calm Rift activity, which means you shouldn't see any drifters outside, so you should be safe. Just planting? Okay. That is just fine. I had a whole ton of clay. Did I put it in a crate? Oh, I did! I put that in a crate, is what I did with that. Alright, let me go inspect my previous constructions. We don't need the scary noise, game music. It's calm. Calm. These are full blocks. Yeah, shale cobblestone above all of the glass. Yes, full blocks. Okay. You got this. Do this. Start with that. You know what? Let's make use of one of these ladders. Waste not. Want not. That's not always true. Sometimes I'm so worried about not wasting a thing that I find myself really wanting something different. But I'm too afraid to waste the thing I already have, so... Oh wow, this actually went pretty far. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I believe that should give me 10, right? Oh, look at me, I'm a math genius. People who have been around for a while, and they know how I am with numbers, don't correct that, okay? The newbies don't need to know. They don't need to know the truth. Alright, so now I need my fire clay tiles. I don't know if I have enough. And that's something that I can't... Also, what's above these? Okay. The small stone bricks around the top is what I did with those. Alright. I have more of those. I did not need that many stones. It's okay. It's fine. It's cool, it's all good. Small stone bricks, I think that's enough. I don't think I need any more of these. In fact, I have too many of these at this juncture. And the rocks. I need my solar to feed my cats. Okay. Go for it. Get those cats fed. Very important job. I fed meat before the start of the stream. I want everyone to know he's not been neglected. Where did I put? Okay. There's just everywhere. Random locations. Professional inventory management. Yes, we do need Cat's picture, although I don't know if they're here right now. They return. We shall request Cat's picture for the Discord. Only cat you have is your grandma's. Oh, I'm so sorry. If someone reminds me before the end of the stream, so we got another like 45 minutes. Somebody please remind me. I will try and see if Meep will let me show him off a little bit. I can't guarantee. He's a temperamental lad. Oh no, I'm not gonna have enough, am I? Alright, I have more of the bricks though, so let me go grab those. Plenty of bricks, and I had the mortar. There's the mortar. We're good. I think the thing I'm going to be short on is probably the fire clay tiles. Don't know if Asturiel and Son have been actively playing lately. If they have the time. If they do, I have to, oh. I don't need them here. This is a different section. Oh, my eyes is itchy now too. Dust mites, my nemesis. Ugh. Anyway, what's that? Have you watched the Monument Mythos? I don't think so. I don't believe I know what that is. Alright. You're back! Frostran, it has been declared unilaterally that you must share photos of cat or cats as soon as possible. You can share them on the Discord if that is convenient. I need outside corner. 3, okay. This way. This way. Yes, there's a what's the name of the dang channel? Beloved Pets. That's the name of it. It's near the bottom. In the here's some other stuff section. We would love to see your cats. And again, if somebody can please remind me, give me at least a few minutes before the very end of the stream. I'll try and see if Meep will let me pick him up. He's sleeping right now. How's that look? Pretty bad. I'm not satisfied with that. I feel like this is going to be too wide. It's alright. It's fine. Alright. So now, top bit of the roof. And this is going to take freaking ages. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to need more tiles, because this is not going to do it. I am not prepared for this. Nope. That wasn't it. Way. There we go. Oh yeah. This is a good content. You listening, algorithm? I'm building a roof. Not well, but it's getting done. Ah. Nobody saw that, right? Oh wow, it's still quite early, isn't it? I don't think we're gonna get sunrise. No. Incorrect. Here. Before the end of the stream. Oh, Eldritch Horror series on YouTube. Okay, sorry, I missed that. Do you remember? Watch the whole series in a video made by Wendy Goon. Interesting. Well, you're welcome to share it on the Discord. Maybe some folks will be interested in checking it out. I'm doing this right? It doesn't like overhang. You know, I'm doing it right. I don't want to redo all this. Oh, I'm not gonna have enough. This isn't gonna be enough. Alright, I'm gonna have to see if Asturio and Sun have any time to come on and maybe commission some fire clay tiles from them. I mean, I'm not that close, am I? Actually, I'm not that close. Is it? It's the last ones I can make. Well, I got pretty close. But I don't think I have any more fire clay. Playing video games for 11 hours today? You should probably take a break there, bud. It's real bad for your eyes. And depending on what you're playing and how you're playing it, it's real bad for your wrists. So... actually... there, that does not need to be in there. That in there, that in there. You can go in there. You... stick the clay there. But, look around. I don't think I have any more raw fire clay. I'm gonna have to go and dig up some fire clay. A little bit of there's blue clay. Oops. Sandstone. That's not fire clay at all. No, just more blue clay. Well, there's fire clay down here. And here. Oops. No. In that. It's still calm. I guess I could go for a little nighttime clay digging. Roof. Roof is incomplete, I'm afraid. I think this is not far. Assuming it's still there. I haven't gone down this way in a while. It's possible someone else has taken this clay. As would be their right. These are publicly held lands. Anyone is more than welcome. Nighttime walk. The fire clay by the teleportability. There is, but it's kind of awkward to get at. Do you need a blue crate? No, I need fire clay. It's alright, I'm going to dig up some now. The thing is, I'm not going to be able to... Oh, someone else has been here for sure, but there's still plenty left. I'm not going to have time to make the tiles and everything and get them done on stream today, so... this will have to be finished next week, which is fine. I think maybe next week's plans will be, oh gosh, the wonky water physics again. They strike again. Okay, I'm kind of tempted to just, you know. Can we just, please, can we just? Oh, I see. There's more over here. We can just, you know, we can simply, there we go. Butcher in the landscape a little bit, but you know what? I was gonna do that anyway by digging a giant clay pit, so. So yeah, what I'm gonna have to do is mold these into tiles, roof tiles, and then set them firing, but they are gonna take a while, so that won't be done during the stream. We'll finish the barn next week, and maybe if we're really lucky, we'll even have piglets. I'll be able to actually move them. I think that's enough. I don't want to hoard. I don't want to hoard the fire clay. Saw something run. Oh, it was a fox. Hello, little fox. What are you up to? There's my house. I love, as much as the darkness can sometimes be a little difficult to deal with, I do love the way you can see lights from really far off. And they're like, you can see your house in the distance. I just think that's nice, you know what I mean? What's this? Packed dirt. One remaining packed dirt. Actually, you know what? While I'm here, I'm gonna harvest these pumpkins. And I do think they will grow all winter in this climate. So I'm gonna replant 3 of them. Got plenty of extras if need be. I think these do spoil, okay. Get some more pumpkins. Maybe by Halloween, by the end of the month, we can make some pumpkin pies and stuff. I think that would be delightful. Come on, break. I'm afraid of accidentally breaking my Terra Preta. Not that I have any shortage, I suppose. Alright. I'm gonna munch on some of this meat. And, make some tiles. They're not difficult to make. Where are they? Here we go. I don't think I need that many of them. I think 48 tiles can be in one fire pit at the same time, if I remember correctly. Make a pie from pumpkin and pickled pumpkin. It gets called a vegetable pie. Yeah, if you mix any 2 different vegetables, it'll become a vegetable pie. I also would like to, and I'm so excited that I'm getting some of my energy back, that I'm probably making too many big plans, but if not this week, then certainly very soon. I would like to hope for this week. I want to finally try to get the server updated to the latest version, and that includes all the mods and everything. I reached level 4 in pottery. I haven't even looked at the X skills stuff in ages. Probably have tons of points. Go. And honestly, the main reason I want to update is because I want the new versions of Culinary Artillery and Expanded Foods so that we can make our mixed ingredient pies again. It's as simple as that, really. What the heck? And a little frame drop, and suddenly I'm making the wrong thing. There we go. That's what I wanted. Very focused. Here we go. Alright, I think that's the right number for one hit, right? I believe so. I have 3 more, and I think that should be enough shingles. It's probably going to be the rest of the stream. I hope everyone enjoys watching me make clay shingles. I hope that's why you came. Sure it is. I mean, what else could you possibly have hoped for? We did have a big barbecue. So, goals, right? Finish the pig barn. Get the pigs moved in there. Make the town square. Which I keep promising. Never have the time to work on. Keeping in mind, of course, that when I'm not streaming, if I feel like playing Vintage Story, I really should be recording for the next 100 days video. Make a far north frozen food storage area for everyone so that our food doesn't rot. Folks aren't online. What else? Anything else I wanted to do that I've already forgotten about? I forget things. This is one of my traits. And the character creation, they made me choose some negative ones. In fact, I don't know what other people's character creation screens look like, but I feel like I got a lot of negative ones, and I feel like I got more negative ones than most people did. And I don't really have any way of proving that. Other than, it seems like most people don't have as many negative traits as me, you know? It doesn't seem right. I feel like I got maybe ripped off a little bit. We also still have like the ceramics, the bricklayers stuff. I don't think anybody has really gotten into on this server. I think Astorial and Son did a little bit. I think anyone else did. You can make such beautiful stuff with that. It is very much endgame though. It takes so many resources. Just want to know what they put all those extra points into. Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe it's not that I got too many negative traits. Maybe it's just that other people got more points to put into positive traits. Yes, Frost Brown, glazed pots and stuff. Yeah, we got that on here. It's very endgame. You need some really, really advanced stuff in high quantities. And lots of advanced machines and stuff. We do have all of that stuff available, and I think most of the people who've set up, like, mills and automation and stuff would be more than happy to share. Just check in with folks in the Discord and see if anyone wants to help you out. I know Mephasterus has said you can use his windmills and all that. One more. You can make very pretty stuff with it. And you can make, like, glow-in-the-dark glass, which I like very much. But the resources you need for that are nuts. Super rare stuff. Okay. Let us. I'm gonna need 30 straw, and I bet I've got it already. Don't have a pulverizer set up. MF is saying, but my health hammer and automated grinder are free to use. Very kind of you. There's one option. I'm gonna go ahead and remove this. I hope nobody will be too sad about it. Oh wait, sticks. Sticks are next. Best sound in the world, ready? Oh, I love it. My favorite sound. Alright, I've got all kinds of random bits of dirt. And yet somehow not enough. Why is this in my... Water lily? Be gone. Huh! You are not wanted here. And a bit of soil. Make sure we don't set the world on fire. Because I don't want to set the world on fire. We'll start these burning, but these will not be done until next time, so... Well, I mean, they'll be done before next time, but they won't be done by the end of this stream. So... We can enjoy the fire a little bit for a moment. I'll have another sip of this strangely flavorless drink. How much time do we have left? We've got about half an hour. What can I do in half an hour? Let me take a look at the inside here. Ooh, I actually need more of these small bricks, and I need fire shingle blocks. Okay. Interesting. I have some of the blocks. I actually may need more than I just made there. Well, we'll see. Some blocks. 9. What about those stairs? None. Got this many of the bricks. Oh wait, hold on, I've got more. And I've got some mortar. We can do part of the roof. Got plenty of glass left. Oh, I should put these pumpkins away, huh? They don't spoil. For now. You can go in here. Alright, they'll last like a year. I don't think a year will pass on the server by next Sunday. I certainly hope not. Go through that meat pretty quick, huh? Still calm out. I need my lantern. Still calm out, but it's also still dark out. I'll build as much as I can. It is gonna be... Sorry, this is bugging me. And that... There we go. I'm gonna need lanterns for this as well. How did I get up there? On the inside, right? Where did I climb up? There it is. Oh, I almost went too far. Alright, so I think the way I did it was like this, right? Clearly I missed that one. And then put the stairs, I believe, are like that. Up here, yeah? Oh no, wait, it wasn't like there. It's up here, right? Is that how I had it? And that's as far as I can go, because I'm out of stuff. Oh well. We gotta start. I could, technically, do most of the glass, right? Just have it kind of hovering. More we do now? Oh goodness, don't do that. More we do now, less we have to do later. And as of right now, we could already move the animals. This is an enclosure now. And we shouldn't be able to have any bears or wolves spawn that could eat them. Or wolves can't eat them. It would only be bears. We've got a Sammy protecting us. God bless Sammy. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need all of these. I think it's a pretty safe bet. I'm gonna need more, actually. A lot of grinding that I gotta do here. I don't have that much more quartz. Although, now that I have more fire clay, I can make more fire clay bricks as well. It's a start, eh? Suddenly so quiet. Suspiciously quiet. Cat up to? Off causing some manner of mischief. He's got this thing that he's been doing, which I don't love. Where when he's hungry, which he often is, on account of I've never fed him once in his entire life. Did not make that jump. That's fine. That's looking nice. It's coming along. He'll go around and he'll lick cobwebs. That's what he does. He licks cobwebs out of the corner and swallows them. And I looked it up online, and supposedly it shouldn't hurt him. Although it doesn't provide any nutrition either. But like, yeah, poor starving boy. It's a miracle he survived this long, really. Go feed the chickens. But every once in a while, he makes himself throw up. He eats too much cobwebs, and he just throws up this weird ball, and it's like, not a hairball. There is hair in it, but it's hair tangled up with, like, cobwebs, and it's super weird and gross. But we got some eggs in here. We got some babies. I haven't really checked on the chickens today. Oh, and a dead rooster. Generation 3. Alright, you can live. It's really hard to cull the earlier generations of chickens. Because they just run. Alright. All the ones on the ground. Anything 5 days I'll take. 4 days as well. The rest of those can hatch. This. Generation 4 killed. I wonder what generation our current rooster is, and I have no way of finding out because they're just too chaotic. Okay. Put some eggs in the cellar. And we got 20 minutes. We could make some. Can make a little bit of food. Can make some muffins or something. It's been a while. Use the older eggs though. We make 12 muffins. Let's see. I don't have any milk, of course. Got some bone broth, which is still good. I don't have any yeast. Wild yeast. Got plenty of flour. Some of the flour is spoiled. The cassava flour is spoiled. Let's use sunflower. And oil, right? You can put oil in there as well. Oh, and I've got to crack the eggs. Those are the piggies. Alright. So you want to make sure you do it in the same order every time. Flour. Otherwise it won't stack. Pro tip. Professional tip. Pasta dough. Soft dough. Soft dough with oil. Make that. Toggle. Magic. I haven't made muffins in ages. I'll make some muffins, yeah? What shall we put in our muffins? Oh no. And shoot, did I have the egg first? I had the egg first and then the bone broth, right? Everything's fine. All going according to plan. It was the egg first, right? Good chicken, egg, yeah, okay. Egg, oil, bone broth. Find out quickly if it stacks. It's not the end of the world if it doesn't. It's a slight annoyance, that's all. Does it stack? It does. I'm a genius. Alright. Now, we maybe just put cloudberries in there. I don't know if the HP bonus carries over if you use cloudberries. I don't have any candy. All my candy is gone. So I've got 12, so I would need 5 stacks of 12. What's 5 times 12? 60, yeah? Is that right? Do I remember my times tables from 3rd grade correctly? I'm not good at it. I lied earlier when I said I was a math wizard. Yes, I got it right. Never mind, I was telling the truth. I am a math wizard forever and ever. See if we get the bonus in these muffins. I don't have time to make candy today. My candy all rotted. That's how long I wasn't playing when other people were playing. My dang candy rotted. Yeah, I can't remember. For some things the bonus carries over, and for some things it doesn't. We won't know until they're cooked. So these I'll just eat. Oh, I should heat up that oven and take a minute. Oh, these toggles are my new favorite things. Sit back, relax, do a little stretch. Ugh. Do a stretch if you can, folks. Ugh, feels good. Stretches are awesome. Do a stretch so good that if you saw a cat do it, you'd go, ooh, big stretch. That's the degree of stretch I want to see from all of you. where I'm setting the bar. Let's find out if we get HP bonus from these. I know you get HP bonus if you use candy. We don't got no candy. And making candy is a time-consuming process. We don't got that kind of time. We're nearly at the end now. Come on. Go. Here we go. There we go. Oven ready. I do love the progress timers. Thank you, X skills. What was the button for looking at your X skills, actually? I don't remember. U? The Y? T? Oh, not T. O? Hey, it was O. Yeah, I've got a lot of points. I got 1 cooking point available. I don't remember what I was gonna get. I had a plan and now I don't remember. I didn't want anything that like changes the amount of juice you get and stuff like that, because that would make it too difficult to... I'll look at it later. How long have you been... Hold on. How long have you been playing Vintage Story and how did you discover it? Well, I discovered it, funny story, when Tyrone, the lead developer of the game, sent me an email. Said, hey, I like your YouTube channel. I think you might enjoy my game. It's called Vintage Story. Here's a free copy of it. And I was like, I'll take a look at it as soon as I can. And I took a glance at it and I was like, this is just Terra Firma Craft. Why would I play this when I already have Terra Firma Craft? I'll just put it on the list for when I have nothing better to do. And I shoved it in the back of my mind and forgot about it for a long time. Until eventually I did have nothing better to do. So I was like, alright, heck it, I'll take a look at this Vintage Story game. And then I did, and it turns out, it's not Terra Firma Craft. It's so much better. And this is a really early version of the game, too. Like, it was missing so much of the stuff that we have now, and it was already so good, and I was hooked immediately. I was like, why did it take me so long? And I see the same reactions from people, like, on my 100 Days video on YouTube, going like, this is just Terra Firma Craft. And I'm like, I understand where you're coming from, but you're wrong. You should play it. It's different. Alright, what do we got here? It gives you 7 HP. Fruit, grain, vegetable, protein. Yeah, man, these are some good muffins. Some good muffins. So yeah. So I've been playing, oh gosh, how long ago was that? It was some number of years ago. If you look on my channel for the original Vintage Story first look video. Tell you what, I'll put the last 4 in the oven, and I'll go take a peek on monitor 2 while I let this run. Yeah, basically, it's not just that it has blocks. I think it's that it has blocks and it's a pixel art aesthetic. I think those are the 2 factors that make people think it must be the same. Because there's tons of other games with blocks, but they usually have like a low poly aesthetic or something like that. And so that's enough for it to separate in people's minds, even if the mechanics are almost identical. But for some reason, if you've got the same sort of graphical style... Let me see here. Let me check my channel. And look through my old videos. There's gonna be a lot of videos if I just search for Vintage Story, huh? I can search oldest... First look was... Where's the date? June 27th, 2018. That was my first, That was my first Vintage Story experience. So, 2018. So it's been 5 years. More than 5 years. I think. It's been a while. And now I don't even play Minecraft anymore. Minecraft is a good game too. It's a very different game is the thing. Minecraft is more of a toy. You can do a lot of stuff in Minecraft that you can't do in Vintage Story, but if you want to actually feel like you're playing a survival game or like surviving in the wilderness, you're not going to get that from Minecraft. I don't care how modded you make it, it's never going to be the same because the limitations of the game itself prevent mods from doing... Like, there's the Terra Firma Craft mod, but it is clunky and laggy and just straight up unpleasant to play most of the time. So, I much prefer this game. Look at that, we got our fins. I'm gonna go throw these in here. If folks want to grab a couple, go for it. Maybe leave me some. Maybe leave me a couple, but I don't need all of them, so... I got some stew in here still as well. Yeah, Minecraft, if you want tech stuff, Minecraft is better. If you want to make adventure maps, as of now, Minecraft is still better, although Vintage Story is moving in that direction. They've added some command block stuff. It's not as robust yet, but... I think Tyrone likes the idea of me making escape room maps in this game instead of Minecraft, so... Still one of my many unfinished projects. It would be really cool if I could get that finished in time for Halloween this year, but I know that it would be very foolish of me to try to plan for that or expect that. Let's take a look at this in the daylight in our last few minutes here. So this will be the pig barn. The roof will be that high, and we'll have this design around the edge. And I'll probably have, you know, a little entryway fenced off here, a little entryway fenced off here. This is bigger than the sheep pen because the pigs... You breed the pigs for the meat. So there's gonna be a lot of them. Awesome. I don't know that I have much else to do today. Let's just check. Anybody have a baby yet? Probably not, huh? Hello, ma'am. Oh, hi! Just came over, Papa Squat. How you doing? You have lovely eyes. Yeah. I do also want to fix up the floor in here. Don't mind the bones. I want to fix up the floor in here and make it a little bit nicer like I have for the chicken coop, if you look. There's a billion color... Yeah, Vintage Story is a much smaller company. And it's actually amazing what they've managed to accomplish considering how small a company it is. You see we've got the Strewn Straw Impactor in here. I'd like to have that in the other animal barns too. Already eaten all of their grain. I'll give you a little bit more, piggies. Just gotta keep breeding them up until they stop running away and then kill the ones that run away. Noita joined. Hello. I don't know if you're watching the stream, which is almost over, to be fair. You sure learned about Vintage Story from Music Guide to August 2018. Yeah, Meph, I think that would make sense. You probably saw my video on it. I don't know at what point it was that I started hosting servers. I know I didn't host servers right away because Acklers didn't have support for them for a long time, and I didn't want to pay for a second server host. So... Alright, I might wrap up the stream here because I don't really have anything else to do for the rest of the last 5 minutes. And, my face itches. Oh, you know what? There is one more thing I said I do wasn't there. Or try to do. Let's get a nice backdrop. Let me see if I can get the boy to let me pick him up. I think he's sleeping, so I might regret this, but I'll let you see. I'll let you try to see. I'll let you try to see me. Was sleeping. Oh, I should have made a big screen. Oh well. Was sleeping. He's a little grouchy. He's my boy. Say hi, Bob. Hello, everybody. Meet the cat. This is my teddy bear. He's a big boy. Big boy. All right, Bob. Wanna go back and lay down? Back. Alright, that's it. Stream's over. I'm glad I was able to show all of you Meep. Thank you for hanging out. I'm so glad I'm finally able to do full 2-hour stream again. We'll get plans for next week, and have a good one. Take care, and Yes, I have everything set up. Bye!